the greatest experiences with, like, I'll never be with a gaggle of girls. I'm not that
You're not going to be on The View.
I'm going to be on The View. I'm not going to be
thankfully
like,
for that.
yeah, or I'm not going to be like, girls' night out. Let's drink with penis straws. That ain't me, you know? So.
That's gross.
Yeah, I mean, just drink from a real penis. Come on.
This is the podcast streaming in your ear about comedy, concerts, and beer. Pilsners, lagers, and IPAs. Liquid courage just to take the stage. Backstage pass got you feeling right. And everyone's welcome like an open mic. Getting drunk, waiting for the last man to fall. When it's time to take a shot, we yell cannonball. Jokes got you smiling from ear to ear. Our beverage of choice is beer, man, beer. Get back and relax while the beer foam settles. Now here's your hosts, Johnny Benson and Keg Kettles.
Yeah, that was great. It's Beer Man Beer, the podcast streaming in your ear about comedy, concerts, and beer. I'm Johnny Benson.
And I'm Keg.
And welcome to the show, everybody. It's been a while. I think you all missed us. Do you think they missed us, Keg Kettles?
No.
I think two people missed us.
Who?
I think Bubble Chick Meg and Fig Newton missed us.
Yeah, I guess those two would be two that would miss
maybe
us.
Greg from California. Oh, I'm sorry, Chicago.
The Windy City.
The Windy City. Maybe a few others.
What about Nagorski? You think he still listens?
Minnesota. I sure hope he does. And if not, let's get him back. Let's get them all back because we have a great guest today. Our guest today, ladies and gentlemen, you could hear her really early in the morning if you like your rock and roll that early. 5 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Eastern on Monsters of Rock Radio. She is your number one DJ there. It's Claudia Stavola. There she is, rock and roll.
Horns up.
What's up, my man?
Not only are you the number one rock and roll DJ on Monsters of Rock Radio, you also are a stand-up comedian.
This is true.
We've seen you at all the comedy clubs. We've seen you open for Artie Lang, Jim Florentine.
Sebastian Maniscalco.
Oh, wow, really? I didn't know that one. Wow, that must have been a fun one.
That was really fun.
That was a fun one.
That dude is deranged funny.
Yes.
But he's out there.
And
He's
you're
my
also-
kind of guy.
Hey, Jenny, you want to pass me your
I would
glass?
like the plastic glass. We're going to have a little rock and roll beer in honor of Claudia Stavola. And you also wrote your own book.
I did.
Just out now.
Mm-hmm.
It is up for you. Can go to Amazon and pick up the book. It is 100 Things to Hate Before You Die. Claudia Stavola, author. Tell us all about what made you want to write this book.
Well, everyone sucks, as you know.
Oh, okay.
So it's hard to narrow it down to 100 things. But I actually started the list many years ago, and I just had this idea. I'm like, I always find myself saying, ugh, I hate that. So I started like keeping track of things I hated. And then I developed them into essays as the years went on. But it wasn't until like the last year and a half that I really had time to finally really go hardcore and get it done. So I had a lot of downtime. I was sick.
Got you. Well, now, to me, this is like your way of taking a giant poop on anything trendy.
Yeah, like all the things that people go gaga for, like gender reveal parties, like who gives a shit about your unborn baby?
Those
like,
are fire starters.
Yeah, and well, if you read the book, you'll see what I say about it. And they always do it in a fucking desert, and they do explosives, and they wonder why there's like a fire, right? So yeah, just dumb stuff like that. It's all the stuff that annoys a lot of people, but you don't realize how much it annoys you until you read about it.
Keg Kettles, do you get annoyed by much?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So this book might be right up your alley.
I think it might be.
And I know you checked out a little bit of it today. I've been reading it as well. There's a lot of stuff to say. One thing I really appreciate about you, Claudia, is when you take digs, you're very much, you don't just gang up on the guys.
For sure.
You're not like one of those girl power ladies that just any all anti-man kind of thing. You dig at the girls too.
Oh, I do, because of some of the experiences I've had with women. So I'm a straight shooter and I'm fair. If anything, I'm fair. I'm not going to pretend that, women, when there are women that are assholes. There are some guys who are assholes too, but I relate a little bit better to guys anyway, just because of my sense of humor. Like, I'm kind of demented, so
A little bit.
you know. But I think there's a lot of phoniness.
I didn't get that from you.
No, get out of here.
No. Now, we are beer, but you drink no beers, right?
I don't. It's. I have nothing against it. I just found that when I was younger, it never interested me. But when I would take a couple of sips of anything, I would get so tired. I'm like, I don't want to be asleep. I want to like have fun and I want to party. So I couldn't really drink anyway. It just had an opposite effect on me.
You don't mind if we take a sip of a few beers
No.
while we talk to you
Can
about...
we interest you in some peer pressure?
Yes, well, most people are more fun when they drink, let's be honest. I mean, people always thought I was drunk anyway, so I just figured, well, I'll let them think that, and then I don't even need to take the swigs.
Well, in honor of you and all the rock and roll, we are trying an Iron Maiden beer.
Nice. And I do like the artwork on that bottle.
Brought to you by Robinson's Brewery.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very beautiful artwork. It has Eddie,
Eddie,
of course.
yep.
Wherever there's Iron Maiden, there's Eddie.
There has to be.
And this is the Fear of the Dark.
Because it's a
Comes
dark
in
beer,
at
right?
a whopping 4.5 ABV.
And this is a stout, which is a very light stout, which is good because last time we were here drinking stouts with Tom M., I don't think we were able to walk away from the table.
I don't really recall much of that night.
No, not at all. So let's go in for a sip
This
and
is
see if it...
I'll drink my baba.
You could have a little bit of water. You're having some Poland Spring water.
Yes, very classy.
Poland Springs.
And it's like one of those like stumpy bottles. It's not one of those long bottles.
Yeah.
So cheers.
It's a little bit bigger than a pony.
That's it.
I wouldn't know.
Wow.
That's nice.
This is it's very smooth. It has it's roasty, I think. Roasty?
I can definitely say roasty, yes, but it's very smooth.
Yeah,
It's very dark though.
Oh,
Very dark.
Yeah, well, it's a stout. Yeah,
Stout, so it does look like a Coca-Cola.
yeah, or like a
Yeah, you know
coffee.
what? That very dark caramely color, yeah.
Yeah, you got a little bit of... Is there some caramel overtones in this? Is there some,
I'm going to say yes.
Sounds like what my hairdresser says when we're talking about what to do with my hair.
Well, by the way, the hair looks amazing. You got the hair.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
usually
you.
you have the rock and curly hair out,
Yeah.
rocking like Dokken, but now you went for a little smooth look here.
I
with
like the smooth, but it's hard to do it. Like because my hair is naturally curly.
Doesn't the
so-
rain screw that up when you go out?
Yeah, but I had the hood on, and it seemed to.
Oh, it looks
keep
great,
it
man.
together.
Claudia looks great.
Well, thank you.
Claudia, now there's
I
a
even wore
potion.
some like fishnet on the side.
You are
for
totally
you.
rocking today. You are the quintessential heavy metal rocker chick.
Hubba.
With those head stompers she has on for shoes.
Oh, you know it. These are my Docs. These are my platform Doc Martens.
Look at that. That's like Gene Simmons would wear.
Hell yeah.
Those are head stompers.
Yep.
That's what the skinheads used to wear, right?
I was a
Back in the
skinhead.
day?
I was a skinhead.
You were a skinhead.
You were
Yes.
a skinhead?
Not a racist skinhead. See, people don't know the history of skinheads.
I have no idea.
Well, you got the
It's-
straight edge skinheads, right?
Yeah, and that they were like totally anti-racism, and then you had these losers that tried to, infiltrate, and then they got in the media, so people assumed that's what all skinheads were, which was like not.
Did you
the
shave
case.
your head?
Yes.
You did, right?
Yeah.
You rocked the Sinead.
I had the face back then for it. Like
You
my
still- look at that. What's wrong
my
with your
nose
face now?
has gotten bigger as I've gotten older, so I couldn't.
does that happen?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I never showed you a picture.
You might have.
Yeah.
But man, Claudia's one of them humble hot chicks. It's like no, I
humble
look
she
horrible
is.
today.
Well,
And
because
then
I get
Look,
embarrassed.
she's starting to get a little red in the
2,000 likes on Instagram or something like that. You dancing around in your underwear with your cats.
Not my underwear. Your underwear.
My underwear? No, well,
Oh my, this is a scandal.
tell you. But this book, fantastic. I love it. Very funny. It
Thank
almost
you.
feels like I'm reading you doing stand-up comedy.
Yeah, because I did like incorporate some of the topics that I like to talk about on stage. Not a lot, but there's definitely some stuff in there that, like the donation in your name, the shitty gift that people give, and they try to pass it off as a gift, and they're like, "I made a donation in your name." I'm like, "That's not a fucking gift to me." You know what I mean? Like, I can't eat it where it put batteries in it. No, that's not a gift. And they never tell you how much they
Put batteries
donated.
in it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or re-gift it. If I can't re-gift, how am I supposed to re-gift a donation in my name?
Oh, yeah. Are you a regifter?
Sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Have you ever been regifted?
No, I've regifted though.
yeah, it's fun.
I've been regifted.
Yeah, I've given a
Oh
few.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes I could tell, like when I got a
Yeah.
regift, I'm like, "Fuck you."
Yeah. Remember the salad shooter?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I got that
Yes.
back.
Yes, that was kind of my fault.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
All right,
I got that one
You
back.
can't tell that story without explaining it. We went to
No.
a wedding, and at the time we're young, and I wasn't really up on wedding etiquette.
Yeah.
Well, who was?
And so
Yeah.
we did. What did we get for a gift? And I thought, and the newest item was the salad shooter, but they were like $19.99.
Yeah.
And so we
Bought
did.
it at Target.
We bought,
Ooh.
we bought a
and that
salad
like
shooter.
that was considered high end.
And
back
Target
then.
at the time wasn't even up in Connecticut.
I know. It was like mostly on the West Coast.
So,
So you were like really going
Yeah,
hardcore to impress.
we were,
and then
trendsetters, I guess, if you want to call it that.
and then that gift got back to Mr. Keg Kettles.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
He
Yeah.
got his own salad. So are you still shooting
So-
salad
so-
with that or what?
Eating
Never
grates.
used it. Never used it, and it went right to Goodwill.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
all
it sat in my basement for a long time, and then it went to Goodwill.
I like doing joke gifts. I do really good.
Oh, yeah.
joke
The,
gifts.
the joke gift, along with the salad shooter,
Yeah.
was lube
Oh, that's a good one.
and
But
condoms.
You gotta get a little bit of lube, you know.
I'll tell you my favorite joke gift that I ever did, and my sister like still wants to kill me. She's not religious, so I got her a subscription to a Christian magazine. When she moved, they still found her and kept sending her the magazine.
I found your sister.
Yeah, they kept stalking her with the magazine. And then the other one I got her, she's a vegan, so I got her pig's feet.
Well, that's a little harsh.
Were they pickled?
No, they were just in like, when you go into
How
the
about
grocery
boiled?
store and they're wrapped like any other meat and they're just like 2 feet. She freaked out.
You ever have pig's feet?
I have not.
My grandmother used to eat them all the time.
Really?
She loved them.
Ugh.
Yeah, absolutely disgusting. It smelled really
Oh.
rank when I
I
walked
can
into
imagine
our
it gotta be
apartment.
rough. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Any feet gotta smell a little rough. You know,
I know.
especially when you pickle them.
yeah, pickled feet and
Absolutely
stilettos.
disgusting.
Keck going for more of the
John,
Iron Maiden
more?
beer. I'll take a little more. Why not?
Somebody
Does this-
likes it, huh?
Does this taste like heavy metal? Like really British rock and roll here, or what?
No.
No, but it's just like really good smooth.
Yeah, you guys aren't like banging your heads yet, so
Oh,
it's
no,
not
no.
having the effect it should.
It actually tastes better than some English bands. There's a lot of bad English bands out there.
Yes, it tastes much better than Obituary.
Are there any disco beers, or is it
Disco
always
beers?
Yeah, like is it always
Like
hard
Grateful
rock?
Dead beers?
No,
or-
disco. Like
Oh,
yeah,
like-
like do they have?
beers.
Beers.
Yeah, like Shalimar beer.
I don't know. I don't think we've had a Donna Summer stout yet.
Oh
no.
my god, that would be the greatest.
No,
There's no Studio 54 beers.
no. Claudia, you have some great topics in this book. One that I want to point out right off the bat. You're going after the dating apps.
Yeah.
Right. So here's the topic. Okay, stupid. There are plenty of fish that don't want to see your dick pics. Now, are you the type of gal that gets a lot of unidentified baloney in your inbox?
There was a time where that was happening more, especially on Facebook for some reason. But it's kind of died down. But every now and again, somebody will send something like,
You were getting some through Messenger?
"Yeah."
Wow.
Well, I don't even use Messenger. I just use, when I check my messages on Facebook, I use my laptop. I don't like to have too much going on my phone because then you're constantly, and I hate Facebook anyway, but I use it because I have to. So every so often I'd go in, I'd check the messages, and the one I remember is some dude that I forgot, like I didn't, he just friended me. It seemed fine. Next thing I know, I get a message, and it's a picture of him like from the neck to his like mid thighs, and his like pubes are coming out of his jeans that are half pulled down.
gotta trim
Oh
that
no,
shit.
not the pubes.
You gotta trim this.
And he's like in a truck stop. It looked like bathroom or something. I'm like, why?
A little hee-haw.
Yeah, like why do you think I would want this? Like, what have I said or done that would elicit this?
It's like
There's
a
never
monkey
been
in a jungle, man.
Yeah.
There's never been a Cubasi shot that you said, "Ooh, that's the one."
No, I mean it's a picture of a wiener. Like, who cares? Like, I mean, you hide it when you're using it. Why do I want to see it on my phone or anything? I don't know. I don't get it.
You know, it'd be funny, and I don't know if it's ever been done, but like a book of like dick pics
Yeah, that
to,
is a
to
good
shame
idea.
these people.
Is that going to be your next book?
No, it's funny because before this book, I was making a book, but I never did it because then I was like, I don't know if it's too mean. It was called The Badass Book, and it was a book of all bad asses, like people that have bad asses that think they have the right to wear certain things.
Oh, I got a backward crack. I could be in that book.
And we're talking like the cellulite and all the dimples.
Anything like like the really like flat smushed ones, the big enormous ones, and they're wearing like stuff that shows everything, like all sorts of asses. But then I'm like, and I have really good captions for them. They're fucking funny.
All right.
But I was like, I don't know. Somebody's probably going to steal this idea, but they don't have the pictures that I do.
Well, I'll tell you what, if your caboose looks like you sat in a gravel driveway,
We want your pick.
you might be the right quality for Claudia's next book. And we're going to talk more Claudia book when we come back from break. Also, I want to hear talk a little bit of comedy with her, too, because I know she's one of the best in the comedy scene. And we're going to have some more beer, too. When we come back on Beer and Beer.
Hey, what's up? It's Jamie Johnson from Hatebreed.
And Frank also.
And you're listening to the Beer Man Beer Podcast with Keg Kettles and Johnny Benson.
Rock on.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? You like it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Little punk rock for you. In honor
Well, she's rocking out over here.
of former skinhead,
Not racist.
comedian,
I have to
author.
educate people.
The
You
book.
know, like skinhead bands.
What's
like,
that?
Like Fugazi.
Yeah,
that was like
Fugazi, people like Minor Threat was Ian MacKaye, and then there was Fugazi, but they weren't as good as Minor Threat. But there were so many good hardcore bands that a lot of people.
Black Flag.
Yeah, but those are like it was more like bands like Token Entry, Sick of It All, Warzone.
Oh, sick of it all, yeah.
Yeah, those were like, and I mean, I loved the Descendants too. They weren't skinheads, but I loved a lot of different, you know, punk and hardcore and Suicidal Tendencies.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
All I wanted was a Pepsi.
All I wanted was a Pepsi. But they had a really great album that when they got more like thrash called Join the Army.
Oh, yeah.
I remember. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh my God. I was just listening to. One
I
of
think those
songs.
guys almost got to the point where they turned a little bit mainstream. They had a little bit of music on MTV and stuff, and
Lights, camera, action.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could say that.
everybody was digging them.
Yeah, welcome to the Church of Suicidal.
Is that a bummer when like one of your bands you consider your bands gets mainstream? Like did that?
I mean, I don't jump on
Sellouts.
that bandwagon because I think it's not fair to criticize people's artistry. Like, if you're an artist, sometimes you don't know what direction. Like, people shit on Metallica.
I know. Like, no, we didn't want the money. We should just play CBGBs forever, right?
Yeah, and it's
no,
like
we don't want to do arenas.
it's you could still be a musician and want to make money. It's like I think there's all different types of artists in the music scene, and sometimes you have a creative idea and it doesn't work out. It doesn't mean that you're a piece of shit, you know?
No.
So that's just my opinion.
We're
All right, well, let me say this. Metallica, what is the last best album they put out?
Oh, God.
whole album.
The last?
Who remembers whole albums?
Yeah,
I
really.
do. I do.
Please, you're aging us.
I mean, do you like the Black Album? Because I do.
I think right now, because I played it so much when it came out,
Oh, yeah.
that I don't like it anymore.
What was the best track on that album for you?
On which one? Black Album?
Black, yeah.
I can't even think of what was even on it.
Yeah, see, that's
Sad
what
but
happened.
true.
That's what I was
Oh,
just
yeah.
listening to that too on the way here because I
Still played too much.
Unforgiven.
They,
Yeah,
they still play it too much.
yeah.
Is that mine? You gonna pour it?
I'm gonna fill it.
Come on, I want to taste that shit, man.
This is a good beer. This is a beer based on which band?
Slayer.
Based on Slayer.
Ah,
Are you a big fan of Slayer, Claudia?
Yeah, not my Dina. My sister is way more into
Oh,
Slayer.
she's so hot.
You love her tits. She could motorboat you.
I'm a fan of a big set of dudes. I admit.
She can motorboat you, or you can motorboat her.
Probably
Well,
both. I don't
Probably
know.
both. You
My-
could probably have a tit off. No,
my-
just kidding. She
My
does.
boobs are real.
Yeah. Can I have your boobs? Can somebody
Please.
give me boobs?
What's wrong? You don't need any boobs.
I have zero
All right.
boobs. This is
All
a
right.
padded bra.
This gives me to
Touch it.
a lot of your book. You mentioned you have something called Fatitude.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is where Is this where you get a lot of shit for being skinny? Or?
Yeah, so Fatitude, I came up with that name because there's a lot of women.
Patent pending.
Yeah, exactly. That are what they call themselves curvy, which is fine, but they have fatitude, meaning they shit on you if you're not curvy, and like they say they're real women. Like, it's not my fault that
like those body positive bitches out there.
Yeah,
Fuck them.
Yeah, with their fucking cellulite. No, I mean, listen,
With their dimpled ass
that looks
and their
like
freaking batwing arms. Fuck them.
Well, like I said, I think I said it. I don't know if I said it in that rant, but it's like they have those like asses and legs that looks like somebody walked on wet cement.
In case of a crash, Shaquana's arms could be used as a flotation device.
And you could lick the icing off of them too. But no, I don't give a shit what size anybody is.
Really
it's
good.
just when people are assholes about it and they try to put you down for being like, I would never go up to somebody and like announce like that I'm astonished by their large size. But I've had many people throughout my life, like especially when I worked like in the bank. People would come up to me and talk, oh my God, you're so skinny, and oh, you turn sideways, you'll just, like, why do they think that's okay?
I'm glad you brought that up, because
Yeah.
you said when you first, your first job was at a bank, and at the time you did not feel attractive, right?
Yeah, I mean, I always thought I was just cute. You know, I knew I was cool, because I always thought I was cool.
But then when you trade banks, it kind of went from, the duck to the swan, and then you started coming out of your shell, and you're wearing...
yeah, like
You were the black swan.
I was, well, I would probably be more attractive if I was a black swan because I'd have a nicer ass. But anyway, you know, black has good ass. But I worked at a bank and I was always very thin and small, and I didn't know like how to buy suits or anything. So they were always way too big for me. But somehow, I don't know why I figured it out.
Something about your eyebrows, too, you mentioned.
Yeah, I felt like my eyebrows were very thick at the time and not doing me any favors. It looked like two John Oates mustaches on my forehead.
Back when John Oates had a mustache.
I was out of touch, out of time, out of touch with my fashion. So, yeah.
But you had love from the ladies at work then, but then when you change and you're starting to wear more attractive
more
outfits,
stylish and kind of showing my figure a little bit more.
Then the girls weren't nice to you.
Yeah, they were bitches. They were straight up bitches for no reason. And I was always
because they wanted
friendly.
what you had.
No tits. No tits, big teeth, frizzy hair. Yeah, everybody wants that. But, you know, I think it's because I've always been confident. So they maybe, I don't know if they were threatened by the fact that I was like nice and funny and, you know, I dressed nicely. But they were like housefraus, you know what I mean? Like, so they had an attitude towards me. And I'm like, I'm nice to everybody. I don't understand why I'm getting shit on, but...
They were what? Housefraus?
Hausfraus. They're, you know, like dumpy, you know, matronly, you know, the type...
And that's one to grow on.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know. People are going to think I'm an asshole now, but
no, not at all.
It's not coming out right. If you read the book, you'll
starting to like you more.
Yeah. No,
I liked you before. I like you even more.
Well, thank you.
You mentioned you don't have as many female friends as male friends.
Yeah.
Is a situation like that? Are women intimidated by you?
I mean, it sounds egotistical to say that, but that's what my guy friends have told me, you know, over the years. And actually, so back when I was in my skinhead days, a lot of times I would go to concerts by myself because I just like wanted to go see a band. And years later, this one girl told me, because I'm like, she was always kind of mean to me. And it turns out she was friends with some, like we had mutual friends, and she was at this house that I was at. And she's like, I just want to tell you, I was always kind of jealous of you. You were always so confident and so cool and da-da-da-da-da. And I was like really surprised because I'm like, well, then why were you so fucking mean to me? Like I was minding my business. But I don't know. I think part of the fact that I grew up with all women and there was a lot of like discourse and drama that I think turned me off. So it's maybe like a psychological thing. I don't know, but I haven't had the greatest experiences with, like, I'll never be with a gaggle of girls. I'm not that
You're not going to be on The View.
I'm not going to be on The View. I'm not going to be like...
thankfully for that.
Yeah, or I'm not going to be like, girls' night out, let's drink with penis straws. That ain't me, you know? So...
That's gross.
Yeah, I mean, just drink from a real penis. Come on.
Cannonball.
Make sure it's not empty.
You know what? I thought there was something missing from this table.
Cannonball.
We got to add to the list.
All right.
Oh, God, help me.
We'll go easy on the cannonball.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this beer.
This beer is absolutely light and crispy.
So
and
Hellas awaits.
Going down smooth.
It's
This
pretty.
is a very nice, smooth, kind of a hay color.
Looks like tinkle.
straw hay-ish.
Looks like pee.
color.
It looks like if you're dehydrated, like that kind of tinkle color.
Thanks for ruining for me.
That's my job.
So a nice bready, malty.
Yeasty.
You got it. Not a yeast infection.
Yeah.
It's more of
I
a...
was kind of
A little yeast on a taco.
yeasty taco.
This is good. This is smooth. I like it. I love the can. With
Dry?
The,
Definitely a great take on Hell Awaits.
Slayer,
from Slayer.
man. Hell awaits.
Yeah, so how does that measure up to the maiden beer?
Well, it's completely. It's like.
I mean, they're two different types,
Apples
obviously.
and oranges, I think. You know, I think they both.
Oh, we're two different styles.
And if you
Both
like,
good.
Yep.
and Keg Kettles and myself are connoisseurs of every style of beer. We drink them all. So
Now, Slayer. Fan? Not fan.
I don't know enough of their music to not like them, and what I've heard, I enjoy. But
Never really a big
but
fan.
I
South
never,
of Heaven.
Yeah.
Cool. Never really a big fan.
I know,
of
like when I
Slayer.
was in high school, like the kids that really liked Slayer, those were the ones that were really, really into the good drugs.
Yeah, they were like really hardcore into it.
You know, those are the guys you were afraid that you're going to get stabbed by. In the parking lot.
We play them
Shout
a
out
lot.
to Eric Samahano and the boys.
I think he'll appreciate that shout out.
They would if they listen. You know.
That's cool.
But no, it's definitely it's a good beer. Is there a
Hold on, we're not finished yet.
All right, go ahead.
So this does come from Labyrinth Brewing out of Manchester, Connecticut. Am I correct? by
Great
saying that?
spot. Great spot.
Nice.
You know, we've only myself have only gone up there to pick up.
So you did, yeah.
Never been
I
inside.
did sit inside, and I was with our good friend John Roman, who I believe they thought was you, and they gave us free hats. So Roman got your hat,
Son of a bitch.
but I bought you one. So you.
Oh, that's right. I
you
do.
got
Yeah,
one too.
yeah.
You're a
Thank
good
you.
friend.
I felt bad. I felt bad. I was like,
Yeah.
Roman got Keg's hat, so I bought him a hat.
Very thoughtful.
Roman.
That fucker.
Asshole. Let's get him. I can't believe he was impersonating me.
I know. He
It's
just,
fucked up.
whatever guys with a beard standing next to me, everybody thinks Keg Kettles.
There you go. He does
messed
that.
up.
You have that look like you could just pass for anyone, really.
I am a chameleon, by the way.
Yeah. Well, chameleons are generally sociopaths. So just saying. I mean, you're not giving me that vibe necessarily.
That's good. I'm keeping it
but,
under control.
yeah. Well, anybody that's a little too calm, cool, and collected is usually a simmering pot of buried rage, in my opinion. So,
Yeah, it's not me.
yeah.
It could be.
But you do have the serial killer clean, studio.
Just because I like a clean apartment doesn't mean that I'm a wackadoo.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
What's wrong with being clean?
You're either a serial killer or gay if you're that neat.
No. He's definitely a serial killer.
I will go with.
I'll kill.
I'll go all day. Serial
Not
killer.
cool. Not cool. Not
He's going
cool.
on a killing spree after the show.
Just to prove to you.
No share albums on his Spotify, right?
No.
Somebody's a little uptight.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with it.
No, is there a favorite or a section in the book you love to rant about right now? Is there something that stands out in your mind? Because I know there's so many great rants and so many great things to pick on.
I don't know. I mean, I think some of the easy ones and the obvious ones that people can relate to, we were talking about before we started, is the donation in your name gift. Like, to me, that's a bullshit gift.
That's a Facebook thing, right?
Well, no, Facebook is a whole nother thing. I call it fake book. Because when you go on Facebook, like, to me, that's the worst of the social medias. Because it's like a lot of old people and they're trying to be cool, and all they do is like post dumb memes of conspiracy theories, and they somehow think that they're proving some fact about a political situation. It's like, no, you're just like posting a fucking picture with words on it. But it's also the people that try to portray a life that isn't real. And it's like usually these women that are constantly posting, oh, look what my husband did and happy birthday, honey. And it's like, don't you live with him? Like, can't you just tell him happy birthday? Why are you posting it to 200 other people? He's your husband. I don't get it. It's like very...
They need affirmation that they still have it.
Yeah.
They're looking for the likes.
Yeah.
They're looking for the comments.
Yeah, like, oh, he's
They
the
want to
best.
feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Well, there's a chick that, I'll just say I know these people through other people because I don't want to...
Here's a question for you.
Okay, go ahead.
When you call a girl a chick, did that girl get pissed off when you call her a chick? Because when I call her, hey, you're a cool chick, I'm not a chick.
I like chick.
Why
I think
can't
it's
I use
fun.
that term? It's a great term.
Because women have been trained to be offended by everything at this point. And
What offends you?
what offends me is people who hate somebody for being gay or trans. Like, idiocy offends me. Like, mean idiocy pisses me the fuck off.
All right, we're going to end this podcast right now.
Yeah. Yeah. But, you know, that's, I don't understand it. I'm like, why do you give a shit? But anyway, that aside from that, like, I'm not going to get offended.
Because it's a clown show. That's what that is all about.
Well, and I do have clown shoes on, but...
No, those are head stompers.
Yeah, they're like a combo because I'm funny when I stomp your head. So they're kind of clown shoes too. But
You consider yourself more of a gal or a broad?
I would say it depends on the situation. Sometimes I'm a gal.
That's a good one, Johnny.
That is a great question because there are situations where I feel like more of a gal because I'm also respectful of people. Like if I'm around older people, I don't like act all like, hey, you know, like let's whatever, fuck this and fuck that. But it's like I kind of like read the room. But I mean, yeah, I'm probably more of a broad. I'm a chick. I think I'm a chick.
I think Claude the Broad is a great cartoon character for you.
That's a good one. Claude the Broad.
Just don't do what they did to Velma.
She's oh no! What happened?
I know that does not look good. That cartoon.
They took away the dog. You don't take away the dog
the
in
whole
Scooby Doo.
point. Yeah,
They
Scoots.
completely destroyed Scooby-Doo.
And there's no Shaggy, right?
I think
Well,
there
is, but he's a black dude.
Oh, so so it's like how you can grant your woman access to your villa. That Shaggy.
Yeah, okay. How's this beer, Johnny B?
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
It's some good beer. It's some damn good beer.
This is some damn good beer. 5.4 ABV.
Yeah, so we're drinking light beers today. We're not.
Or as the
going-
brewheads would say, 5.4% horsepower.
That's it. They're very, very, very low on the octane on the horsepower.
Very low on the octane.
That's it.
And even with the stout that we had, very low. Very low stout.
Do they ever refer to beer as smooth? Is that not?
Oh, they're smooth.
Actually,
beers,
this is smooth right now.
I was going to say
This is a very nice
I'm
smooth.
getting a smooth vibe.
Yeah, I wish you could taste it.
Dry?
I mean, I could. It's not
No,
like I
no,
can't.
more for us. You stay away. Drink your water.
Whatever.
Well, let's explain this now. The
Yeah.
reason why you don't drink alcohol and you don't do drugs and don't eat certain foods, it's because of health problems, right?
Yeah. So, well, the drinking, it was just something that never appealed to me. And I have like autonomic nervous system dysfunction. So I think that the drinking definitely would not do good.
Well, that would
for
be
me.
a hot mess.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a lot of.
Can you spell that?
Yes, I can. Would you like me to?
Yeah.
AUTONOMIC. That's autonomic. And then nervous, you know how to spell, system, dysfunction.
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
And that's when it growing as well.
Would you like me to spell neuroendocrine cancer, which I also just went through?
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah. I got a lot of shit going on.
I'm going to donate something in your name.
Thank you. Thank you. And then you're going to put it in a card with a dumb piece of paper that says, happy birthday, I made a donation in your name. And I was,
Are you okay though? You're doing all right?
Yeah, I mean, I just had the scan. It looks clear, but there's still a possibility that there could be some small cancer cells that just aren't visible yet because I have a lot of symptoms. It's very complicated. I don't want.
All right, we won't get into too much about it.
I won't bore you, but there's something called carcinoid syndrome. Look it up, motherfuckers.
There you go. But you look healthy. You look great.
Oh, thanks.
Whoa.
Sorry.
This took a really,
was that
really
loud?
weird turn.
Oh, okay.
Cannibal?
Oh, he's not just a serial killer. He's a cannibal serial killer.
No, I can't.
I want to tip a 40 or something. Over there. I'm like, wow.
You're going to be okay. That's all we need to know is you're going to be okay.
Absolutely.
As far as I know,
We want to see part 2 of this book come out.
Oh, my
absolutely.
God. You know, I already have another list going for sure.
Could you tell me about... I put it in. Can you tell me about Vagisil Val?
Oh my God. Okay, so obviously I had to change names when I wrote some of these stories.
So this is a true story. Someone you're burying, you gave her the nickname Vagisil Val.
Yes, this is a true story. So when I was first trying out, comedy to see if I could do it, would do it, whatever, a buddy of mine said, hey, there's an open mic and you want to come with me, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay. He said, you need like 5 minutes of material. So I prepped my 5 minutes. Anyway, this chick is hosting the show. Excuse me. She's oh, I should have burped in the microphone.
No, next time.
Sorry.
You should have let it loose.
Oh my God, it's gross. It smells like what I ate. And it wasn't beef jerky. So anyway, she was, she was a heavy set girl, whatever. So in my 5 minutes, I talk about like the hypocrisy of people who, make fun of skinny chicks, like we were talking about earlier, but yet you would never go up to a fat person, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, I did it like with a comedic edge to it, not just saying, oh, it's hypocritical, whatever. So when I'm done, she rips the microphone out of my hand, total cunt. And she's like, just a little tip when a fat person is giving you stage time, you don't make fun of fat people. And I'm thinking, I didn't make fun of fat people.
Are you fat phobic?
I don't think so. I mean, one of my best friends is obese. Mm-hmm. Okay. He's obese. He was 300 pounds. He's losing weight now. He has all sorts of heart problems.
Oh, hope he's okay.
Yeah. And actually, I had another friend who was...
I would be considered obese.
Yeah. Well, bigger than you. Okay. I also had a female friend bigger than you.
I consider myself extra plump.
Yeah.
I feel good about that.
I feel so scrawny next to you guys.
That happens. Yeah. It happens. When we have the ladies on the show.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. But yeah, so she was she got an attitude towards me. I'm like, what is she talking about? So then next thing I know, next comic gets up and it's somebody you actually know. I don't know if I should say who it was. But he does a whole bit where he's actually making fun of fat people. He's making the elephant, stomping noises and totally going off on fat people. And she's laughing.
Oh, so it's okay when a guy does.
Yeah, because she obviously had a crush on him. Could I tell you who the guy was?
Yeah, I don't know if anybody knows.
Or should I not say?
No, go for it.
It was Johnny Moses.
Johnny Mo.
Yeah,
I just saw Johnny
Mo.
Oh, you
So,
just saw him,
yeah, and she's like fucking kissing his ass. And I'm like, he literally is making fun of fat people. And the joke was hysterical. And she's kissing his ass. I didn't even make fun of fat people. I was just showing how, the hypocrisy. And she's being a bitch to me.
She was just mad at you for being skinny.
I think so, because the next day she blogged about me.
Wow, that's
calling
really...
me a skinny bitch and this and that. And it's like, anyone who knows me knows the last thing I am is a bitch. I am not a bitch. I am fun. I try to be nice to everyone. I like to include people. So I was like, what is her problem? Oh, and she had this whole bit about Vagisil and how her father brought home vats of it for her.
That's how she got the nickname.
Yeah, so that's why but I was like, oh my God. Anyway, sorry, that was not really a good relaying of the story, and I took a lot of time telling it.
That's all right.
But it just makes me think of Me, Myself, and Irene.
I don't remember. Was there a Vagisil?
It was Vegiclean.
Oh, I don't remember that. And I saw that movie.
Price check on Vegiclean.
Oh, Vagiclean, yeah. It's always funny when they do the price checks in movies.
Because she had a little cheese on her taco.
Got to keep those tacos clean, ladies.
Keep the spice out.
She had a little too much yeast in the bread.
Having a blast with Claudia.
Beer break.
The book is 100 Things to Hate Before You Die. It is available on Amazon. You got to check it out. It's a lot of fun. More fun with Claudia and more beer when we come back.
Oh, yeah.
It's Beer Man Beer. We are with Claudia Stavola, comedian, radio personality, author. She does it all. She's got a new book, 100 Things to Hate Before You Die. It is available on Amazon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the Spignesi Band.
A little Spignesi band for you going on. What are you cracking open? A Bad Sons beer?
I just cracked open a Bad Sons because it's been sitting in my refrigerator for a little while.
Oh, man.
And it's called Winter Haze.
It looks delicious.
It is absolutely delicious.
Pretty good can art there. What do you think of the can art there?
I was just looking at that, but then his big sausage finger started covering it. Like, can I look at it for a
perhaps
second?
you'd like to see my sausage.
Just kidding. They're like cocktail wieners. All right, let me see. Yeah, that's a good
cool,
looking.
man.
Yeah, that's a good looking.
I've
art.
never had an issue with my fingers before.
I was just joking. I have ugly hands. I hate my hands.
Yeah, but let's talk about your cover artwork.
Yeah.
Look at you. You got
Hey, John,
Oh,
pass me your glass.
I'll take your glass.
No, finish that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No mixing. There you go.
All right. You have the crown on.
Yeah.
This is a tribute to Sex Pistols.
Yeah, I liked God Save the Queen, that image, and I thought it was kind of cool, and I love that font. So I was like, okay, I'll be the queen, because that's one of the things I hate is women who call themselves queens. So I figured it would kind of be like,
worst.
Yeah, aren't they the worst? Like, why are you calling yourself a queen?
Are you talking like Lizzo?
Well, I'm talking like chicks on reality dating shows that are just like running around with dental floss up their asses and doing nothing all day. And
Hey, there's nothing wrong with dental floss up there.
I think flossing is very important.
it's very important.
You got to get every crevice.
Gotta
not
get
just
those
the
clinkers
teeth.
out of
Yeah,
there.
that's right. you don't want to mess back
Gotta
there.
get the brown eye, man. The brown eye.
You know, because when it starts winking at you, you know.
Yeah, then you don't have a problem.
Boing, boing, boing.
But you know those chicks?
Wink, wink.
Can you think of a queen that just off the top of your head,
Did the Queen just pass away not so long
A
ago?
woman that I think should be considered a queen?
or someone who shouldn't be that considers themselves?
Oh, I mean, I'm watching. Well, they do it on The Bachelor. That's one.
Man, let's go.
Oh my god! Did you ever watch those idiots?
I have. I've seen it. I haven't watched it in a while.
Yeah, like I'm very sporadic. I think out of like 57 seasons, I've seen 5, but it always delivers. Like I'm like, why don't I watch this more? And it's
There's that many seasons, huh?
I don't know. There's something crazy.
That's
Okay.
when they give the rose, right?
Yeah, they give the rose, but these women always have this like, smirk on their face, and they're always like ready to reprimand you, and then they always pull the guy aside and they tell themselves that, I'm a queen and I deserve to be treated that way and I won't accept anything less. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Hail the queen.
You are on a reality show, which is not reality, dating 65 men at once.
That's not reality.
No, I know. It's shocking.
You
but-
never dated 65 men at once?
72.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
You're a
The
pro.
65, please. That's like peanuts and penis. But I just, I don't know. I don't relate to the whole queen thing. I feel like you have to accomplish something or do something worthwhile and you shouldn't have to demand people give you a compliment. If you earned it, then it'll come. Right?
If you build it,
It will come.
Gotta build
Yeah.
it. Build it. Speaking of that, how's the beer, Kate Kettles?
this is really good.
Very good. This is not a beer that we're a stranger to because we do have these often because we spend a lot of time at Bad Sons.
Yeah, actually, we're there twice this week.
Twice this week. Always good to hit it twice a week. And also we'll be there March 4th for a little comedy and concert, little
Little Johnny Benson birthday
Little
bash.
Johnny Benson birthday, a little bit of
Nice.
Beer Man Beer, 4 years of Beer Man Beer, and
Excellent.
we're going to be having a comedy show with music from Cometa.
Ooh, and where is this again?
This is Bad Sons in Derby.
Oh, Derby.
Dirty Derby.
Do I dare ask which birthday this is for you?
It's very, very, very old.
You
Yeah.
never ask a lady.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Oh, I just called you ma'am. That makes you even older.
Remember the video? The guy,
my
the guy
goodness.
that looked like He-Man, and then someone called us. Someone called him sir, and he's like, "It's ma'am."
I do remember that.
That guy was great.
What's that whole thing about asking a lady her age? I mean, what does it matter?
I think the reason it matters to a lot of women is because we're sort of tossed aside after like 30 years old. It's like so.
It's like milk has an expression.
Yeah,
an
like we have an
expiration
expiration date, and
Milk, MILF.
yeah, same diff. But it's like that's what they, that's how guys make women feel. Unfortunately, that's just the way society is. So I think it's like you become self-conscious, like, oh, if they know my age, they're gonna freak out.
Yeah, but you know what? When the milk expires, you make cheese.
Cottage cheese sometimes.
Hey, man.
It's a little curdled, but I like it. Yeah. So I guess that's the reason. I don't know.
You never ask a lady her age. No.
Well, speaking of guys being
What do you got to check the rings?
on her elbow,
To answer your question, it's going to be 49.
nice, just shy of the big 50.
That's a half 100.
But you look like 30. Sex.
Sex? Oh, where? That's sex. That's been a long time for me. I forgot what that was like.
You're like, it's a vague memory.
Sex.
I'm back in
Is that
my
French?
day. We didn't call it sex.
We called it knocking the boots.
We called it our anniversary.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
The only time you have sex is on your anniversary. And
maybe
I
a
would
birthday.
imagine there's plenty of couples out there because I've always heard that. But
Yeah, like it's and it's like what a turnoff when women do that. Like, I'll give it to you for your birthday and anniversary. It's like, who could get a hard on for that?
If you turn it into a chore,
Yeah.
it's like, what fun is it?
Or like,
Sex
I'm
should never be work.
rewarding you. And they act like it's drudgery. So it's like, why would the guy want to bang you if it seems like it's almost like you're a rape victim at that point? Like she's.
Yeah, if you're rolling your eyes.
Yeah, if you're like begrudgingly
This isn't fun.
spreading them.
oh, deeper.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's good. Some more, please.
No, please don't stop.
Or no, please don't.
Yeah, I heard that before.
You blasted on your book about double dating. What do you think of double dating?
Oh, God, it's the worst. I find
Why?
it's just annoying. Like, it's so white people, first of all. Like, white people activities.
What's wrong with white people?
Oh, my God, so many things.
Man, I want to shut this down. So
Yeah. Crocs. I mean, there's so many sensible shoes.
Hey, sometimes comfort comes before fashion.
Khakis. But first of all, people think
listen,
like.
you bite your tongue about those Crocs because I'm wearing them right now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Stick
I'm
your
wearing
tongue out
Crocs
again one
right
more
now.
time.
And then,
Oh my God, it's like Gene Simmons.
that's not even as far as it goes. I could go.
How far does it go?
I go as.
Johnny's eyes
All
started
right,
to
we gotta
pop.
can we get a picture of that for Instagram?
Is that long?
That's pretty long.
Oh, okay.
Can you
good,
touch
huh?
the tip of your nose with your tongue?
Not anymore.
Oh.
Could you pick your nose with your tongue?
No.
Be a greenie.
Oh my God, gross. What were we talking
White
about?
people.
So this winter.
Oh, double dates,
So this
white
winter.
people.
Double dating is a white people thing, you say?
It seems like it. Like, white people are into really corny things, and they feel like just because they're in a couple, they have to do everything else with another couple. It's like, why can't we just do stuff with the guy from the
Wait,
couple?
you're white people, right?
Kind of.
Kind of. What do you mean, kind of?
Kind of.
I feel like I must have.
I mean, besides the cover of your book, you're white.
Do you mean Italians not considered white?
well, there is speculation that Italian, that there's black ancestry, and I have rhythm, and I have a little bit of a round butt, and I have curly hair, so maybe I have black in me. I don't know. If I had black in me, I would prefer it was Idris Elba. But
Hey, listen, I knew when I was a kid, I knew a guy. He's Italian. He went by Black Charlie.
oh,
Yeah, they called him Black Charlie because of how tan he got. I mean,
Yeah.
he got really super dark in the summertime.
Nice.
What about Black
I
Charlie?
like a tan. But I'm just saying there are some white people that are so like boring white. Like, I don't know. I mean, other people know what I'm talking about. I know they do.
Like milk toast.
Yeah, milk toast, exactly. And that's not spelled MILKTOAST.
What concert would you see these white people at?
Oh, like a Paul Simon or Jimmy
You
Buffett
be my bodyguard.
or Jason Mraz. Yeah. And you can call me out. You know, like those kind of white people. And then they want to like go on a double date and share appetizers and
Appetizers. Now.
There is nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with an appetizer. Well, now, what is the common appetizer amongst white couples?
Hold on. When I think of appetizer, I think it's something that happens between, a couple.
Oh.
You know,
that
you
should be a dating app.
you get a little-
Appetizer. Like
you
if
get a
you're
little,
just in it for like the
an appetizer.
Yeah.
You know.
If you're just in it for the free food, is
Yeah.
that it?
Although a lot of women are
I'm not even
teases.
talking about that. I'm talking about, beyond the dinner.
Beyond the dinner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what happens
no,
after
I'm
the
picking
dinner.
up what you're putting down. Johnny's like in
I'm
another,
in another world.
Yeah,
Johnny's
Very
like,
old.
man,
I'm
I
gonna
want
be 49
piece
in
of
March.
steak
Come on.
yeah.
I do want a piece of
All
steak.
Johnny's thinking about is
like,
mozzarella
man.
sticks.
and filet mignon.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my thing. I forgot what we were saying. I don't know.
You're just you're degrading your own race.
Yeah,
You know what really bothers me? And here's something.
I'm
gonna
good
go
at
off on
it
a
though,
rant.
right?
You know, I watch YouTube, and I watch a lot of different things on YouTube. But you have like these really wacky left wing. I mean, we're talking, the woke culture that are calling white people out because of whatever their ideology is.
And they're all white, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm looking, I'm going,
Hello.
did you look at yourself in the mirror because you're white? How can you call out white?
Well, because
of your whiteness. And I'm going, but you're white.
Did you
and
ever
you're
see?
pasty.
There's a
And
really
you're a
funny
redhead
book.
weirdo.
There's a funny book called Stuff That White People Like. It's so hysterical.
Did you write it?
I wish I did, because when I read it, I'm like, this guy is so funny. It's like, you have to be able to laugh at yourself, for God's sakes. I mean, people are so
On a daily
uptight.
basis, I do.
I do too. I make fun of that. That's how
So
I
it's
got.
a book about golf and calamari. What is it?
It's even better than that. But I'm telling you, like, this is how I got through all the stuff that happened to me over the last few years. Like, I've been sick for a long time, but it wasn't until 2019 that I had an artery dissect in my neck. I got a blood clot. I found out I have some type of connective tissue disease, so that is part of why I feel like really sick all the time. Like, I was having a hard time like keeping up with the comedy, and like I would be reluctant to take gigs because I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to feel. And then I had the cancer and all that, but it's like I had to find the humor, which I've always done anyway. It's a coping mechanism in all the stupidity, making fun of myself, like, oh, this shit happened to me, you know what I mean? And just finding the comedy in it. That's the best way to survive for me. Now, some people are too, like they take things too seriously. They can't handle, like, how dare you make fun of, like you were saying, the white people with the white people and all that stuff. He's ready to shoot me.
It's a white people special here on.
Yeah.
And
Listen,
white people made the beer too.
White people.
But if you read the book, you would see I have a chapter called Uptighty Whitey, which I'm kind of making fun of the people you're talking about. So it's like equal opportunity.
Well, it's because they drink the Kool-Aid. That's basically what it is.
Well, a lot of people
They
drink a
bought
lot of
in-
Kool-Aid.
I always thought Kool-Aid was really too sweet.
I never drank it, honestly. I liked the guy, though, that crashed through the wall.
You don't know what you're missing.
Yeah. I never drank Tang either.
Oh no,
Now,
no.
Tang
I
was
like,
good.
I like
Tang was good.
I was more Hawaiian Punch. I liked when you had to you had to put that
Oh, yeah.
the thing to like you had to pierce it
Oh,
on each
yeah.
side, and then you would pour it into the glass. I mean,
Yeah, he had the can opener
yeah.
where you cracked it open
Yeah.
on both sides so it
Yeah.
breathed and it poured
Boom,
out. Yeah.
boom. Yep.
Did you have a Snoopy snow cone machine, or is that something only white people have?
I think I want I had an easy bake oven, which was very white. Listen, I grew up.
Did you like Holly Hobby when you were a kid?
I had a Holly Hobby, but I wasn't into it. It was a gift, so I had no choice. And then I used the Holly Hobby outfit as a Halloween costume one year. I remember that.
Look at Whitey over
Well,
here.
guess what? We always had Barbies. My sister and I always had Barbies, and nobody pointed me in this direction. I wanted the black Barbie. I did. Her name was it was Cara. I thought it was Cara. I don't know. C-A-R-A.
That's so white of you to say that.
I know. I didn't know, but I was like, I liked that Barbie. I thought it was cool. And my sister was into all the blonde Barbies, and I was never into blonde. I just was not into it. I don't know what to tell
She
you.
was never into blondes.
Yeah.
Blondes, huh?
I don't know. Nope. Not into blondes. I mean, nothing against blondes. There's
No, not at all. No, we wouldn't.
You're not like
have a-
blonde phobic, are you?
I wasn't drawn to blonde. That wasn't like my sister always.
What are you drawn to?
I like dark hair.
Oh.
That's my jam.
Hey,
When it comes to women.
Johnny, would you like more?
Yeah, I'd love a little bit more of that.
All right, there you
Delicious. What's this called? Winter haze. Beer.
Winter haze.
Winter
Don't be
haze.
confused with purple haze.
Purple haze.
Yeah, that's right.
This is tasty.
This is really good.
It looks very delicious.
I wish you could enjoy some of these beers.
You can't have
I mean,
any
I
of it.
could have a sip. It's not like I
No.
can't, but
No, don't get sick. I don't want you to get sick.
yeah. Can you imagine?
Imagine it's my fault that you got really sick.
I
And it's because you
know.
came to Beer
Oh,
Man
my
Beer.
goodness.
And then he already hates me, and he's like, "Why did you let that bitch into my house?"
Keg doesn't. Keg,
Studio
I would never say
Keg
that.
is misunderstood.
to my
Pe-
face.
People think Keg hates everybody. I think
Yeah.
that's not true. He hates some people.
Yeah.
Oh, there are people that I dislike. Hate is such a strong word.
He's a strong.
Yeah,
word.
and I talk about that in my book too. There's a chapter called "People Who Hate the Word Hate." I hate people who hate the word hate. See, I cover.
I can't say that I hate the word hate.
Yeah.
I mean, I can use it quite often, but I'd like to mix it up with dislike.
Yeah, I like to hate things that are more like humorous to hate. I don't like hate things that would cause somebody harm. You know what I mean? Like I could never hate somebody and then they get like killed for it or something. You know what I mean?
Like right off the bat, what's something you hate right now? Just
Claudia.
no, it's not Claudia.
No.
It's still Tom Hanks.
Yeah. No, I
Something
dislike
about
it.
him creeps me out.
See, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm not a conspiracy
He was on
theorist.
Epstein's plane, touching little kids.
Anyone who was like
He was on Epstein Island.
like it's possible that you could have interacted with a pedophile and molester and not known it, but like when somebody's old, I don't know, was he always around this guy? I don't know all that stuff, but
I don't know.
you know, then I start to question, like, how can you not know? I don't understand people that defend Woody Allen. I mean, that's
pretty gross.
He's a creeper too.
Yeah, him and Michael Jackson.
Well, you think of it, Elvis was pretty gross too. Right?
Yeah, because she was 14 years old,
Yeah,
right?
that's too young.
I don't understand it.
Oh, and his daughter just passed away.
Yeah,
Ah, yeah.
that is sad.
Let's
She
have
was
a
young.
sip to
What's her name?
Lisa Marie.
Lisa Marie.
Sip to Lisa
That's
Marie.
it.
Sip to Lisa Marie. Yeah, it's sad when people are so troubled. You know what I mean? This is we're bringing it down here. Gee, this is fun.
What?
Let me bring it back up. I know you're all about rock and roll.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let's like.
You're all about
Killing my
rock and
buzz
roll.
here, man.
Yeah,
You are
Buzzkill.
You are every morning
You have my chair's
blasting the hardest rock,
yeah.
the good stuff, the Guns N' Roses, the Motley Crue, the
That's
Iron
a band I
Maiden.
can't stand anymore.
Who's that? Guns N' Roses?
yeah.
Really?
Can't do it.
Yeah.
They go off when I listen to the radio.
We play a lot of we do play all those bands. We play, like you said, Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, Van Halen. You're always going to hear Van Halen when I'm on the air. We play Maiden. We play Dio. We play Dirty Honey. We play
Who?
Dirty Honey. We play like more.
I never heard of Dirty.
I never
Honey.
heard of Dirty
Yeah,
Honey.
see, this is the thing. There's
yeah,
stuff
you
that you
gotta
might,
listen. Gotta listen to
that
all
you
of it.
might not know. We play old. We play new.
Sounds like a pet name.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Hey, Dirty Honey.
Dirty Honey. It comes.
Hey, honey, you want to be dirty?
We had a guinea pig named Honey. Now that you mention that, that's a flashback I just had.
Why'd you guinea pig dirty?
Yeah, but we never said dirty Honey.
Mm.
She was very clean. Yeah, we had a chimpanzee too, but that's another.
You got to
story.
chip it. Get the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Did it throw poop?
No, it didn't, and we didn't have it that long. He got sick, but we had him about a year. My mom was dating a mobster, low level, I guess I would say. I don't know, but well, first of all, his license.
Don't say too much. You might get in trouble.
No, he's in witness protection in like somewhere crazy, like in the.
It would have been funny if she named like exactly where he
No,
was.
no, in like some like middle of nowhere type of place.
Burger King and Seymour.
Yeah,
He's a Burger King in Seymour?
I don't know.
his license plate on his Lincoln was Mob 1. but because those were his initials, but it happened to spell out M-O-B.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's amazing. That's
It's like, could you be more like advertising?
Sounds like some idiot would have
It's
that
like
on his
the bat
luggage.
signal. What the hell's wrong with
I
you?
know.
I'm right here.
So classic, so classic. But my sister and I were watching a show one night. We were like 7 and 8 years old, and there was a chimpanzee,
man.
and I'm like, "Oh, that's so cute! I want one." Next thing my mom knows, he showed up to our apartment.
Holy shit! I couldn't believe you could get that in the '60s, man.
Hey, 60s! How dare you? It was 1947.
Well, listen, wasn't like the 80s like the decade of
anything-
chinchillas?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wasn't chinchilla on the list of animals you couldn't have? They were illegal to have.
Was that in the 80s or 90s?
That was 80s, I thought.
It seems 80s. I mean, because chinchillas, everybody was wearing chinchilla coats in like the 60s and 70s.
Oh, is that right?
That was like a highfalutin thing.
You don't do that, right? You don't wear animal fur. Right?
No, I'm not into it. I'm not into it. Yeah.
Are you against it? Like, would you if you had a good one?
I mean, it's hard to say because, I have leather shoes. Like, obviously, I'm pretty sure these boots are leather, so it seems awfully hypocritical of me to say.
And you like steak, right?
I do like steak. Listen, honestly, I wish I didn't, because when I think about it, I am mortified by the whole scenario of what happens. And then I look at like a cow and I'm like, oh my God, it's so cute. I want to like hang out with it. But I do like steak, and it's like I haven't gotten to that point yet where I can give up meat.
Yeah. It's delicious.
No way.
I know.
I
feel bad though. I mean, I'm honest about it,
Remember the dinosaurs. The meat eaters had their eyes in front of their head. The plant eaters had their eyes on the side of their heads. Where are our eyes?
Up your ass and to the left. Oh, that's when we're off the air. Oops. Did I let a secret out?
No.
Oh my God. No, you make a good point. I try not to think about it because
No one wants to think about what happens to the
I
cow when it's on your
know.
plate.
they're
bossy.
cute. They're cute.
Tastes so
know.
good.
The worst is going to the Big E, and they're auctioning off the cows. and
yeah.
that last day, like all those kids that were working with the cows go and they give them hugs and all that. It's like,
And I hate
this
when
is painful.
they name them like this. They were actually just talking
hello,
about
prime
this.
rib.
Not Bartholomew, no.
Bartholomew. Oh my God, it's awful.
Anyway,
Yeah,
this is really good beer.
This is damn good beer.
Man, this took a turn.
Took a turn.
I know.
We always take a turn. We take
now
a little bit
now
of beer.
I feel guilty. Like you guys are like, why did you come here?
No, we need to do that.
I'm bringing all these crazy.
No, man,
We
we-
talk about food. I want some chicken wings, man.
Oh yeah, good wing. Well, we love having you on. I know you're always a blast at concerts. You're a concert gal. Actually, the one time I went to a concert and drank nothing but bottled water. It was a Judas Priest concert
Of all
with
places.
Claudia.
Wait, yeah, you didn't have to not drink because of me.
I didn't have to, but it was fine. It was
we
a
had
good
fun,
time.
though.
You know, the good thing about not drinking at a concert is you remember the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, the
You know?
greatest thing was we pulled up to the parking lot and there was like an attendant and we were blasting Air Supply. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And I purposely wanted to like
Yes.
see with the guy.
Claudia is a huge fan of Air Supply.
Hell yeah.
You know what? I listen to him too, man.
And it's very white of me. See, I do white things.
And you also, for the longest time, had a flip phone.
Oh my God, I did not want to give that thing up. In 2019, I had no choice. Finally, it just died. It wouldn't.
The picture in the flip phone was Air Supply.
Yeah, I had it because it was puffy hairdo. I was like, "This is like."
I
You
love a puppy
remember
fro.
that?
I do remember.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I forgot that was the picture. God, you have a good memory. That was I think I'm going to change the picture.
Unless it's
on
something
my-
important, then I can.
Yeah. Why do I have a picture of my cat? I need to have a picture of Air Supply.
Your cat's named after Hall & Oates.
Yeah,
That's
Hall
great.
and Oates.
Look at that.
And the funny thing is, when we got them, I didn't know which one was going to be which as far as personality wise. So one was Hall, one was Oates. And they really have their personalities. Like Hall is like a total dick. Like he thinks his shit doesn't stink. He's always like bullying everyone. He doesn't have Lyme disease though. But he's taller than Oates.
Kill all the fucking deer.
I know. I'm sorry. If anybody's rock and roll, it is Daryl Hall. Like people who make fun of Hall and Oates have no clue what Daryl and the talent is a whole nother story.
Have you been to Daryl's house?
Yes.
I have yet to go there. I want to go there.
Yes.
Who did you see?
I only went for brunch. This was when they first opened, like because he was doing the show from his house for a while.
Right.
Then they opened, the venue. So I was like, okay, we got to go check this out. So it was just like a brunch thing. So I never saw anybody there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then COVID hit and all that stuff. But no, I'm gonna go back.
But he's back open again.
Yeah. And I think, like he's been saying for the longest time, they're going to have more episodes of Live from Daryl's House. So who would you want to see on Daryl's House performing?
Claudia Stavola.
Yeah. Well, I wish I could play the drums that I have. That would be cool.
Well, you should have a comedy show there.
I know. I approached them back in the day, and they gave me the management company, and the guy was like a total dick. But
Gave you the runaround.
But since then, I think they are doing comedy there.
Really?
So
Fantastic.
I guess my idea
Spignesi
wasn't so bad after all.
You got to see the John Spignesi band would be good there.
I think that'd be really cool there. Absolutely.
Man. Good jam.
But I'm saying not at the venue. I'm saying performing with Daryl. You know how he does it on his show?
On the show, yeah.
Yeah. Is that you're saying you want that band to play?
Well, no, at his restaurant.
Yeah. That's cool.
Now, I drank water with you at Judas Priest. Now, last time I
know.
saw Judas Priest, I got peed on by a dude.
Lucky you.
I know.
And you didn't even have to pay for it?
Oh, God.
He got the golden ring.
Wow, so sexy. What happened?
Some guy was really drunk.
Yeah.
And next thing I know, I feel
Really drunk. I mean,
I
really
would
drunk.
say so.
He was pissing off everybody around him.
Literally pissing off.
exactly.
I see what you did there.
But
yeah.
did he? You mean he tinkled on your shoes, or
Well,
like?
He tinkled on his leg.
It was still we shorts weather, right? So I had shorts on.
Wait, so how did he get it on your leg? Like, what was
'Cause
the
he was-
positioning?
No, I was next to him, and we're just in the row, like 11th row.
Okay.
And
What song was playing?
Oh wow, no, I
don't know, because I see John like mouthing something to him, and I was like, John, what happened? He's like, he just pissed on me, and I was like,
my
what?
God.
took a big pee on me, man.
Oh my God.
I felt violated.
And he should have fucking knocked him out.
Yeah.
Well, he was big though. I don't know if I could have knocked him out.
Yeah.
He was a big dude.
And it's not
Dude, he
worth
was
it.
ripped.
Yeah.
He was
I
ripped.
mean,
Though.
He was
Maybe I could have
ripped.
knocked him out. I don't know.
but who knows? It's like
But we had our sons with us, you know. We didn't get
Yeah. Oh,
you got to
okay.
no fight when we had our kids with you, you know.
yeah.
Bad example, you know.
This dude was hammered.
That's right, man. Turn the other
Really,
cheek when
really
someone
ripped.
pees on you, boys. You know.
Turn the other cheek and then open it and shit on him.
But John turned to me,
I know. I was
pissed
like,
on me, and I was like, what?
let's just say that. Thank God for him. I was where I was, and it wasn't. We weren't set because if it was him that got peed on, oh man. We'd be
Then I
doing
can
this-
say I may have hated that guy.
Yeah.
I hate him for you. I'll put him in my book. My next, my sequel.
Let's take a breather, and we'll come back with the solid, not solid. We'll go through all of our beers.
And what's left to talk about? Friends,
Yeah.
How many of us have them?
friends,
Ones you can depend on.
friends,
Before we go any further, let's be.
friends.
Oh yeah. We're gonna be back with more beer. Man beer.
I won't stand with no man who won't look another in the eye and say I accept you for who you are. We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you this special announcement. You don't want to miss it.
Oh yeah.
It's Beer Man Beer. We are with Claudia. We're having a blast talking all kinds of stuff.
all kinds of verbiage from your book there. You gotta.
I could tell you've had a lot of beer now. Like you're like, wait, what am I
I'm running
saying?
out of things to say.
Yeah. Like, what the hell is this book again?
It's a great book, and we have a segment.
We gotta have her back for more music.
More music. Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah, we really want to get into the music.
I love talking music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need more music.
Yeah, more tunes.
Musica. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a section in your book we want to hit called "Friends with Vaginas."
You want to hit friends with vaginas?
No, I don't want to hit
That's not
nobody.
very nice.
I don't want to hit anybody with a vagina, no.
Just ones that aren't friends.
No,
Yeah, gotcha.
Tell us all about that. Is there friends?
Okay, so let's see. How do we get into this? Like, this is going to sound like all Claudia has done this whole show is bash women, which is so not exactly.
But hey, you're a woman, so it's okay.
I know. See, just like I'm white, so I can make fun of white people.
See?
Okay, but anyway, so
I'll make fun of anybody. I don't care.
I know. It's like you got to be equal opportunity, but I make fun of myself too. Friends with vaginas, the whole gist of it is I feel like there's a difference between my chick friends and there I go again with chicks and my guy friends. Like I don't feel like I have to be on guard when I'm with the guys. Like some of the female friends that I've had, it's very judgy. They overanalyze everything. They won't cover for you if you need a little, maybe you're trying to get out of a family thing and you want to lie to the family member because you don't want to hurt their feelings. Like,
You wouldn't do that,
not
would you,
me.
Claudia?
No, I love going to my family functions. No, but and they'll be like, "Man, I don't feel comfortable with that." It's like, what the? It's not like I'm asking you to punch a hamster. You know what I mean? Like just
Why would you punch a hamster?
because I have to go to a family function and.
But they're so cute and cuddly.
They are cute. I never had one though. Are they the same as gerbils or gerbils smaller?
They're all fuzzy.
Let me ask Richard Gere.
I was gonna say, who's the actor? That's it.
Which is
Richard
always
Gere.
I mean, we know that's a fake thing, but it's like what are they?
That was a fake thing.
Oh, I thought it was real.
I thought it was real too.
It's legendary. No, that wasn't real.
I thought people actually do that.
I don't know.
Those
I
gay
mean,
types.
I personally use squirrels, so I don't know about gerbils. But,
That's a much larger animal. You must have a much larger canal.
well, I like people to think I have a tail. I leave some of it sticking out.
Wow. Wow.
Have I been here too long? Is
No.
this getting too wild for you?
No, this is fine. This is fine.
Okay, all right. I need some reaction. I'm a comedian. I need to see reaction.
Oh, you're like one of those fake Facebook people. I need the likes. I need
need
the likes.
Well, so one time I posted something on, I think it was on Twitter, and I do dumb shit because I'm trying to promote the show, and
Yeah,
the only thing that people respond to are if you post a picture of yourself or like I do these like stupid dance lip syncing videos with my cats.
Fun, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. So some dude's like, "Oh, you just want attention." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. That's what I'm doing this for. Attention." Like, that's why I'm here.
Attention.
Now
Claudia needs likes.
Now you get the concept, buddy. But yeah. So anyway. Friends with vaginas?
Yes.
Is that where we're going? Yeah, I just feel like there's not the same camaraderie that guys have with each other. Like, it's sort of... there's always some underlying jealousy. Well, okay, maybe that I have with my guy friends. I guess I can't speak for guys and guys, so...
Yeah. You're one of the bros.
Yeah, thank you. I think. So
Claudia's one of the dudes, man.
dude, man. Listen, now there's plenty. Like, there's some cool chicks. I have some like cool chicks friends, but they're very few and far between because you can't trust them.
You can't
'Cause
trust the
they're
ladies.
They are, as much as they want to tell you they're I'm a girl's girl and blah blah blah. Like, no, it's a load of shit. It's definitely a crock of shit. I don't know. Maybe there's some out there.
They're like cats. You can't trust them.
Cats are the best.
Cats suck.
No,
They are.
Disagree.
They are all about themselves.
not true. It's how you
They're
deal.
very
Well, the
self-centered.
cats, if you put them together, they stare at each other, very mean. Then once they start sniffing at each other's asses, they get along.
It's adorable.
Cats are all about themselves.
Well, if that's how you treat them, then that's how they
Self-centered.
yeah.
They will smother you in your sleep.
Nope. I have 3 and they're fucking awesome.
Just you wait.
They're dude cats, though, right?
No, I have one female cat.
Oh, the ones that- okay.
Yeah, she's 15. But we inherited her after a death in the family, and
Oh, sorry to hear that.
oh, thank you.
Sorry for your loss.
That's okay. But she's she's older, so she's not used to having two guys around. She's like, I'm an old broad. What are you looking at?
23 skidoo.
Look at my saggy bags.
She does have like she's not fat, but she has like one of those really big
But that fur, yeah.
primordial
yeah,
pouch, and
yeah.
it swings so far when she walks. It's hysterical. Like, what, you got grocery bags under there?
Meow, man, meow.
Yeah.
Old bag.
She's like, yeah, see? Trying to make a poop. Don't look at me.
Moral of the story. What's the whole message behind this book?
That there are things that are obviously annoying in life. There are people that are idiots, but there's so many things to laugh about.
There
You know
are
what
a
I
lot
mean?
of idiots.
There are a lot of idiots. But I think the biggest idiots are the ones who take things way too seriously about what they get upset about. And if you want to take that politically, it's either side of the coin. There are people who are so extreme in either realm. You know what I mean? Like, people don't know how to communicate. People don't know how to find a common ground. It's really pathetic, actually. So the common thing that I think people should have is a sense of humor.
There you go.
What's wrong with laughing? You know what I mean?
You gotta laugh.
I hate you. Shut up.
I know.
No!
101 things to hate before you die. Myself.
Oh, okay, Kettles, what did we drink today?
You're over here shitting rainbows. Come on now. Enough.
And lollipops. Come on.
All right. And lollipops, too.
What did we have to drink today? What did we have? We had the Trooper beer.
Hold, please.
Well, the first one you had was the Maiden beer.
Iron Maiden.
So this was Trooper,
Trooper,
Fear
yeah.
of the Dark, by Robinson's Brewery. 4.5% ABV.
Mm-hmm.
This was a stout. That's a very low number for a stout.
Yes. Usually we drink that much of a stout. We'd be a little tipsy, but no, I can still feel my fingers and toes.
So when there's a
So-
low number of that in a stout, does that affect the
the
flavor?
ABV, the alcohol by volume.
Yeah,
The
but
alcohol.
so is it?
Because normally stouts come in around 6, 7, 8. I mean, they've
There's some
gone
12s.
to 12, 13, 14,
okay.
17.
Yeah.
You know, it depends on who's making it and what the alcohol content is. But, you know, for us normally drinking a stout, it's probably around 6.5, 7.
Yeah.
Maybe 8, 8.5.
So what does it take for you guys to get drunk? Like, what's the...
It all depends. All
Well,
depends on the day of the
do we
week.
eat before
Yeah.
the podcast?
Or should I just put the roofies in your drinks and get it over with?
Oh, you could drop if you drop a few Cosbys, at least give us a warning.
Can I Cosby you? Yeah.
Buh.
I don't want to Harvey Weinstein you. That's too much work.
Oh, no, not that guy. Not that guy.
He's the worst.
So, you know, it comes in on a nice roasty, malty, smooth, rich, nice chocolatey flavor.
It was delicious. It was good. Very
And I'll
good.
even say when you said caramel, I'm like, yeah, I got a little caramel on that. I'm
Beer
gonna
that
say
tastes like
solid.
candy, man. Candy.
See?
The candy man makes everything he bakes. Oh, oops. Is that too,
My eyeball, man.
is that
My
too
eyeball.
old timey?
You remember that stuff. We don't.
A little thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's before us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember the
But
Jerry
wait-
Lewis telethons?
But how would you know what it was that I was referring to?
Oh, I guess we're old,
You
too.
just outed yourself. Yeah, the Jerry Lewis telethon.
How about a little Dino? You do Dino? No?
I just
gonna breathe
heard.
in until I do
I
that.
heard Volare in the car today because I have an iPod. By the way, still I use an iPod.
A Nano?
Oh, so you,
Yeah, what's the little square one?
That might be the Nano.
That's a nano. Yeah.
Is that a Nano?
Yeah.
I don't want to get rid of it.
That's what Borat says is for girls.
It's sort of like my
Well.
new flip phone. You know what I mean? Like the thing that
We
I
gotta
will
get-
get rid of.
Flip
You
phones
are
are coming
stuck
back.
in the 80s, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean whatever. I don't know.
90s?
Do you have leg warmers?
Early 2000s?
I wore leg warmers last week. I went walking with my sister and I put leg warmers on.
Patsy Cline came to mind.
Do you have the flash
well,
dance
well,
over the shoulder?
I know
sweater?
you. I do cuff.
There you go,
my
look at that.
shirts. Yeah,
That was
and
hot. I got it.
sometimes I do.
Do you
the-
cuff your pants?
No, I used to do this thing where you like because remember straight leg jeans back in the day? They were straight, but they still were not straight enough. They weren't like skinny jeans. So you would fold it at the cuff and then cuff it up so it would be really tight around your ankle. That was the trick.
Yeah.
Did you have the rubber bracelets from your wrist all the way to your elbow?
No. I did my own. I always did my own thing. I always was
None of
like
that Madonna shit? No?
No, I mean, I dug Madonna, but I wasn't into like copying her. I did just whatever I wanted. I was punk rock. What can I tell you? Yeah.
You were rocking the mohawk and having a good time.
I had a mohawk and then I shaved it all off. But it was like fuzz. Like it wasn't just skin. I would look,
skin would have been scary. That would have
I would have looked horrible. But I remember one day I had my stereo speaker on the floor with a mirror on top and I'm shaving my head and my mom walks by. What the hell are you doing in there? I'm like, I'm shaving my head. You are so sick. She was used to tell my sister and I we were sick.
Your sister didn't do that too, did she?
No, Dina always had the big, like Susie and the Banshees hair, the big black hair.
Aquanet, right?
Yes. Oh my God, totally.
I heard some Susie and the Banshees this weekend.
Nice.
On First Wave.
Which song? Cities and Dust?
I have no fucking clue. I
What
didn't
a-
like them to begin with. But I was like, I was going through channels and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, cool.
Yeah.
First Wave because some Duran Duran was playing.
Yeah, I'm a Duran girl.
And
I like Duran.
so, yeah, Duran Duran's cool.
Yep.
Reflex was on.
Oh, see, and I don't like
So
that
then,
song.
oh, you don't?
No.
Oh,
No.
man. So then, Susie and the Banshee came on.
Interesting. Yeah, they play good stuff on First Wave.
Anyway,
Good shit.
Trooper, Fear of the Dark.
Yep.
Solid.
Very solid. Very good.
As
Delicious.
a rock. Just throwing in a little 80s song.
Oh,
there.
yeah, a little Ashford and Simpson.
Ashford
I like
and
that.
Simpson. R.I.P.
Hell is awaits.
Solid.
As a rock.
Now, Hell is Awaits. That we talked about clean, dry, smooth, a little bit of biscuity.
Are we
Yeah,
talking
I mean-
about vagina? Or
No.
you don't want it dry.
That would make a great vagina.
And listen, you don't want
Clean,
to
dry,
you don't want a
smooth,
vagina
and
that
biscuity?
smells biscuity.
I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
biscuity's not good.
I'm not sure Labyrinth Brewing Company brews a vagina.
Yeah. Your vagina smells so biscuity.
Just grab them in the biscuits.
Smells like a Gwyneth Paltrow candle.
Can I lather some butter on your...
fishy.
Oh my goodness. I'd like to butter your biscuits.
Gwyneth Paltrow has a wick on her vagina.
Yeah, it's her clit.
Anyway.
Oh my God.
All right, so that came in at 5.4% ABV.
Another light beer. We're not trying to get hammered here.
And our heaviest of the night comes from Bad Sons.
Oh, of course, Bad Sons. Gotta love
they
Bad Sons.
always go heavy.
That's it.
And this was Winter Haze. 7% ABV.
And we're heavy because we go to Bad Sons twice a week.
Crisp, piney.
You roll in.
Piney,
there.
yes, I taste the piney. Yep.
Because it's a hazy IPA, Amarillo, Mosaic, and Centennial. And, it has a nice piney finish. Cloudy, so a little hazy. And I like the spruce. I think more should do a little bit of pine in their beer.
A little pine.
But then that kind of runs
Pine,
towards
sure.
your West Coast kind of dank, kind of piney kind
I
of
like a little
IPA.
oak myself.
I'm 50.
Yeah.
Sassafras.
Wow, that's still sounds sexy.
It's very sexy. Yes.
Anyway,
How about razzmatazz?
I'm going to go with solid on that one as well. So I think we had 3 solid
We
beers.
had 3 solid beers. We had the most solid guest ever.
Thank you.
Solid book, 100 Things to Hate Before You Die by
Where can you
Claudia
find it?
Stavola. You can find it on Amazon.
Or you could go to claudiacomedy.com if you want a signed copy and personalized.
Oh, I didn't know that was an option. Oh, signed copy. Look at that.
You would think I was the one drinking. Like, what is happening
No,
over
she's
here?
got a frisky now on the way out, man. We got to have her back.
Wow, we definitely need a part 2 on this one.
I know.
Anyway, let's call it a
Yeah.
let's call it a night.
Don't forget Monsters of Rock Radio mornings. You can listen to Claudia with some of your favorite rock tunes. That's on the Dash
Yep, Dash Radio app.
Radio app.
Or you could go to themonstersofrock.com and click on Listen Now.
And I guess you're going to be back in the stand-up game again now that it's
Yeah.
a little safer for you to come out.
I think so. I mean, I still feel like shit, but I'm going to give it a whirl and see how I hold up.
And definitely check out Claudia doing some stand-up comedy. Keg Kettles, where can we see you?
Out and about.
Out and about.
There's no specifics.
Buying wings.
Yeah, I can't do that tonight.
I know. Sad.
It is sad. Kitchen closes at 8:30, man. What kind of crap is that? It's a Sunday. Come on.
tell you.
And plus the games are on.
Games are on. Hope your teams win. Mine didn't. So,
Boo.
that's all right.
Mine clearly didn't.
And we're going to be at Bad Sons on March the 4th. Big old party with this band.
More info to come.
Cometa.
And some stand-up comedy. More Beer Man Beer coming up. Follow us on Instagram, and we'll let you know where we're at. And if you see us at a concert,
And you say, beer man beer.
We'll buy you a beer.
we'll buy you a beer.
Nice.
Thank you, Claudia. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.
We love you.